Doma Sports Talk Worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now it's a little bit to talk about, a little bit in the heavyweight division. But first, I'm hearing, domestic violence through this, corona pandemic that we're going through. It's almost getting normal now. We're going through a lot of things are going up in domestic violence. People, keep your hands to yourself. I know it's getting harder to do. Here's something to read in the time. My book about domestic violence. I've been telling you guys about it for about a year. Only a couple of went and got it. Go get it. You laugh about it, learn some things. Most of the things I talk about here is in the book. It's an Amazon Doma slap. You find it, right? $10. Ain't nothing, right? Get that. This is about time. Wrote it a few years ago. Matter of fact, I wrote it so long ago. That was before Golden State Warriors were good, right? And if you read it, you know why I say that. Anyway, that's been hearing that, and I'm like, man, come on now. This domestic violence. Leave your hands to yourself. Just try to something. There's a lot of things in there that you would need to read. Like I said, you probably laugh yourself into learning something. Anyway, though, let's talk heavyweight division. And in the heavyweight division in boxing, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, and those gloves and everything else that was going on with Tyson Fury. Basically, the world is basically right now, especially America, it's just a race war. That's all it is. And it's been that in boxing. You guys know that I call boxing BTBG. It's beat the black guy. That's all it is. This is a perfect example of what I meant saying, BTBG. It's like, hey, here's evidence of glove tampering. No, there's not. No matter how many boxers say there's evidence, no matter what happens, there's not, right? What they're being basically trying to tell you as a black person is black boxing fans are sore losers. That's why. So don't stop looking at anything. The WBC president tells you that, hey, you're stupid for looking at anything. It don't matter what the gloves look like. I was in the room and then finds out he wasn't. He won't care. They turned off the camera in the room before while he was getting his gloves taped. He won't care. Now, Tyson Fury has come out today talking about that sending a video. I haven't seen it yet. Doesn't matter. That one of the guys from Deontay Wilder's team, Jay Diaz, was in the room where he was getting his hands taped. Yeah, not the whole time. He broke camp, left, and they did some more things afterwards. Because then, in the footage that you see, he wasn't in there then. So, he was in there at first, right? And that happens before every fight. All of the fights where gloves have been tampered in history, where one even got a life sentence and all of those things, the opponents, somebody from the opponent's team watched the gloves get taped every time, but it still happens. There's always a commission involved, but it still happens. So that is not proof. What they're doing is basically saying, hey, well, the casual fan, you have to put something out for the casual fan because the casual fan is hearing about these glove tamperings and seeing pictures. Now, the pictures are authentic. Your boy DBN has told it. Showed the guy who took the pictures, all of those pictures are authentic. Even that little one looks like just a little rubber glove almost. That one is even authentic. You would think, well, damn, it got to be something going on. That's got to be Photoshop. Man, that glove looks so thin, it don't make no damn sense. Kind of glove you give your girl to put on with a nice dress. So that look like authentic. It's incredible. But they didn't catch it. And some people are like, well, they didn't catch it and this and that. Well, they didn't catch it, whatever. But illegal is illegal. And you're the baddest one. So we're supposed to be doing that. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be doing that. Listen, black boxing fans are not sore losers. Okay? It's just not. Right? And there's not a thing in boxing for black people where you're only going for black fighters. That's just not it. There's no inferiority complex. We know we can awesome fighters, right? So we go for whoever. When there's a white fighter that's awesome, most of the time, black people tell white people about that boxer. Gennady Golovkin, he had nothing but black fans at the beginning. He just constantly, just like, okay, once they saw him, white people got a hold of him and said, oh, well, he's the very best ever. That's when you get an issue. Like, can we just say that he's good, right? Until he starts fighting somebody that earns all that stuff with the other ones. No, they just put him way up there. Same thing with Lomachenko. Everybody know he's bad. That boy bad. But he ain't the best in boxing right now. And you can't listen. If he lost. You can't take it away. He lost to Salido. Salido had 13 losses. Stop trying to not put it on TV. like black people can't see and they can't comprehend what they're seeing. They can't tell people what they're seeing, or it's their sour grapes some kind of way. That's what the issues are. Let me tell you something. Black person, I'm gonna tell you something we like to say. We like to say that's a badass white dude. Black people love to say that. Now I don't know what y'all talking about. That's a badass white boy right there. How many times you done said that? If it's somebody in the movies, if it's somebody rapping, or some good singer, or somebody who can dance good, something the brothers could do, or a great athlete. What is the first thing, brother? Man, I don't care what y'all talking about. That's a badass white boy right there. Everybody say that. We like saying that, right? We like saying that. So that's not how it is, man. So with all this evidence that's coming out, right? You know, you're gonna see it and you're gonna regurgitate it. You're going to fathom what you see. And as long as these people don't do anything about it, right? As long as they don't do nothing about it, it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And this thing about Deontay Wilder hasn't talked lately. I told you right after the fight, and right after all this stuff went down, before all this stuff went down, he ain't talking to the media. It's like, why? I ain't talking to y'all. Don't make no sense because what y'all gonna do is just turn his words around, act like he's making excuses. You don't have to. No one has gotten with him to ask how he's doing after the loss. How is he doing? Right? All of these people, I don't have to keep mentioning it, and other people don't have to mention it. The gloves were tampered in 2 different fights. The gloves were tampered before against Christian Hammer. You've been doped with 2 different substances. You have criminals in your team. One sparring partner killed a dude by hitting him with his fist. Right? Killed him. Pops was in jail. You got somebody from the mafia. All of these things would normally get checked. I'm tell you something. A brother would have to have only one of those things, right? One of those things. And this is the place we live in. I told you guys about a cop who stopped 119 people within 2 years and planted crystal meth on all of them. When he was found out, when they caught him, the district attorney was mad that somebody caught him. What are you looking behind our cop for? He's not elated that somebody caught a cop that's extremely rogue with 119 cases of planting some crystal meth on people you just stopped, right? And the people in charge over him are upset that he got caught. That dude's still not in jail. Stuff like that, roaming the streets. So, but people that are capable of stuff like that, capable of stuff like that, first of all, those are terminators because you don't have any empathy or any kind of conscience. That's gone for you to be able to destroy people's lives like that. But those are the people in charge of boxing too. People like that can watch this happen to Deontay Wilder. Forget what country you come from, because America, you should supposed to be upset. America is supposed to be outraged in unison, but it ain't gonna happen. But everybody's supposed to be outraged the world over, but no one really cares, right? No one really cares. So hey, just gonna keep talking about it. Ain't no gonna forget about it. Just like we ain't gonna forget about the racist emails from Ring Magazine and all that. Because let's be honest. Be honest for boxing fans, especially brothers. How many fights do you see? How many fights do you really want to see are happening that you really want? Not really. We just accept the fights that are given to us, but you don't really see the fight you really want to see. You really want to see Canelo fight somebody, an Andrade or a Charlo, don't you? It just ain't gonna happen. You want to see AJ fight Deontay Wilder? It wasn't gonna happen, right? You want to fight Johnny Golovkin to fight either one of those guys? It ain't gonna happen. You want to see Lomachenko fight Devin Haney and then see if they can get undisputed in the lightweight division? It ain't gonna happen. And a whole lot of other fights. It ain't gonna happen. You don't really care about Ring Magazine's pound for pound list, now do you? After the racist emails, do you really care what Golden Boy does? Now do you? Do you really? Top Rank? Are you really, really interested? And really, do you believe what they say? Since when? It's been for years. You don't really care. You just hope for these fights. You talk about these fights that you would hope for, and we complain because we're not getting them. They're not trying to give them to you. They tell you what fights you're supposed to want to see. I'm totally. There's so many fights now that I don't even watch live just because I'm just my little boycott by myself. Like I'm not gonna do nothing while especially with some other sport on. Right now you get watched, but normally I'm not just not watching a lot of fights because I already know that these guys are not better than the guys that they're not fighting. And I already know when you find out why they're not fighting and what the fans are saying, that all these crap, and people just won't fight. It's just like, hey, here are the best in the division. They have to fight, right? It's totally not like that. They keep making more and more belts and sanctioning bodies and all that stuff they keep making. So you never get fights. You never get undisputed. You never get anybody trying to be undisputed. All you get is people telling you who the best fighters in the world are, and they never have to fight those other guys. That's what this is. That's what it's been. That's what it is. And brothers complaining, keep on complaining. Keep on talking about it because you're growing, or we're growing. That's what's happening. So there ain't really nothing else to talk about. Why you would think I would come here and waste my time not monetized to talk about it? Because it's important. That's why. So when it comes to Deontay Wilder, he's a legend. He's the baddest one to me. No one needs to wonder why he ain't talking. He probably never talking to y'all no more, ever, like we said before. And black people are not sore losers. What's happened to Deontay Wilder should be investigated. It's simple as that. It should be investigated. And a whole lot of other stuff with Tyson Fury. That Martin Carefoot Wild Boar thing is over. The UKAD was supposed to investigate that 3 months ago. Still hasn't. And you find out it's a mafia dude in the group. I told you what happened over there. Ain't nobody listen to even talk about Martin Carefoot and nothing else. He's gotten awards already in the middle of the year. Tyson Fury. He's all that to everybody. And they know he cheated. They know he cheated. Or at least he should, like, I don't know if you could show gloves from anyone else like that. Like I've said a million times, if Deontay Wilder had any, like a small, like that problem with his gloves, this would be totally different. And we wouldn't be waiting for an article to come out. It would be totally different. Like he knocked out people because something was with his gloves. This would be a totally different thing. So it's not no more joking and talking about, and waiting for the mainstream articles to come out. Damn the mainstream articles. Because let's be honest, you don't believe them anymore. You assume that they're lying first. And then you do your research and then you find out, yeah, they probably are. And they're leaving out a lot of important, pertinent details constantly. Just like this article coming out now, to acting like, Jay Diaz was in the room when Tyson Fury was doing his gloves. And then an article like that, if you're that knowledgeable, then you'll be knowledgeable. Well, somebody from his team took the camera, the cable out of the camera so nobody could see what was going on for a period of time. That's illegal. You're not supposed to do that. And the same article would address that normally. But they say all of these things are your conspiracy theories, even though you're seeing stuff. So, that's where we are. And it's really kind of ludicrous, but it's important for the world to see, because we were arguing about Deontay Wilder back with Anthony Joshua and all that. And, people from England just didn't have the empathy. They were hating on Deontay Wilder. But I'm going to tell you something. A lot of people are starting to change. I'm looking at Formula One on the weekend. Formula One's in Europe, man, and they're kneeling. People are kneeling all over the world because of what's going on. And things like this with Deontay Wilder, just a lot of people don't know. But when people that don't give a damn about boxing find out what's really happening to Deontay Wilder, they're going to be kneeling. That knee print is going to go further in the ground. People are going to be kneeling about that too, because that's how ludicrous this is. And listen, make sure this is clear. Tyson Fury's not guilty yet. But damn it, it's worthy of an investigation. Doma Sports Talk worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.